Okay, we are LIVE live. So real quick, one thing I need you guys to do for me right now is I need you guys to check in on the Facebook group. So let's see, on the post that I put up, it says 30-minute roll call. I need you to put here if you were here watching this. So check in and tell me who's here. Okay, so you guys will go ahead and do that while I yik yak and we give you guys some of the real. So tonight's training is something that I thought of. It actually came to me because a young lady on the team kind of rubbed me the wrong way with something that she said. Now, I know this girl, so, and I told her basically the whole thing. But, it really sparked the idea for tonight's call. And tonight's call, well, the theme of it and the title of it is, Are You Dumb Enough to Be Smart? And that's a kind of salacious headline, right? Like, what are you talking about? You dumb enough to be smart? Like, is Corey calling us dumb? Is he calling us stupid? What is this about? Yeah, I kind of am. I kind of am a little bit. And I would encourage you all to be dumb enough to be smart. And I'm going to go over a couple of points that are going to highlight how I feel and highlight the title and basically explain the title to you a little bit. It's not a negative thing. Being dumb enough to be smart is not a negative thing. It's actually a really positive thing. You have to be intelligent to follow rules, to follow instruction. You have to be intelligent to be a good listener and in return be a good leader. Those are high quality things. So, just because it says dumb in the title doesn't mean it's a negative thing. So I got some notes here. I am going to go over to make sure I keep myself on pace. And the first one, which is coincidentally the main picture for this event, is something called KISS. And KISS stands for Keep It Simple Stupid, right? And it's something we use in sales. And it's really easy, like no matter what it is that you're doing, whatever you're selling, whatever you're offering, whatever you're doing, just keep it simple. People, and I mean everybody, you and everyone across the world, people don't like confusing things. People don't like to think. People don't like to make decisions for themselves. People don't like to do anything they aren't told to do. People actually really love being told what to do, right? If you tell someone, hey, bring that to me over there, they do that. But if you say, hey, think about what's over there and bring me the thing that I would like the most, they can't do that, right? So people actually like to be told what to do. People like to be subordinate. People like to be subjected to your poweringness and willingness and all this other stuff. So use that to your advantage. So keep it simple, keep it simple, stupid. Basically all it is in a nutshell. Whatever you're doing, just keep it easy enough that a 5-year-old can understand it. And a 5-year-old can understand it and a 5-year-old can duplicate it. You kept it simple and you're going to have success. It's a choice. You come to a rap party, you're going to pay for a rap. You come to a rap party, you're going to be a loyal customer or you're going to be a distributor. Just that simple. There's no other options. There's no next Friday. There's no next time around. No, these are your options. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay? So focus on that, guys. And then that is going to basically encompass the whole theme of the call. Nothing is hard. Nothing in life is hard. Nothing is difficult. Everything is very simple. You just don't muck it up and make it confusing. Okay? So let's get into the points. Okay. My first point, I did that for dramatic effect. My first point that I want to get into is don't talk yourself out of the business. Now, what do I mean by that? You may look and say, I just started yesterday. I don't have a customer already. These people have been doing this for months and years and weeks and, decades or whatever. I can't do what they do because I'm not them. Or you'll say, I was supposed to get my kid on a Thursday. It came on a Friday. I had my rap party on a Saturday. I don't have enough time to prep. Or whatever foolishness that you come up with in your mind, don't talk yourself out of the business, right? Like your biggest enemy a lot of the times is yourself, right? I don't need to defeat you. The haters you have, they don't need to defeat you either. You're just going to defeat yourself. You're doing it to yourself. So think about that for a second, right? I'm not going to spend too much time on that point, but I want you guys to think on that. Like, no one has to do anything to you because you're just going to basically poo-poo on yourself. So they're just going to let you sit back and do it, okay? Next point. If you don't have confidence in yourself, have it in the business. And what I mean by that is this. When I started the business, I was afraid. I was scared. I didn't know what was coming next. I didn't know if I can do this. I didn't know if guys did this. Are girls going to pull their shirts up and let me put a wrap on them? Like, this is a problem area. You know, did I wait too long? You know, is everyone already doing this? Is this just a fad and now it's over? You know, like, what is it? You know, like, these are things that I wondered about when I started, you know? So, you know, there was a point in time when I can say I didn't have confidence in myself, which is weird coming out of my mouth because I feel like I'm always the most confident person. But like the first 24 hours in the business, man, I did not have confidence in myself. I didn't know if I can do this, okay? But I had confidence in the business. And I had confidence in the business because I watched my wife have success. I watched her, you know, rap people. I watched people respond to it. I saw how she grew her business. So I knew that if I just did the things that she asked, then I could have the same level of success. And that's what I based everything on. I based everything on that confidence. And I used that confidence until I got my own confidence. You know, I used that as a crutch until I was able to say, hey, you know what, I'm Corey, I can do this, I can stand on my own too. Okay. So if you don't have confidence in yourself, don't talk yourself out of the business. Have confidence in the business. Right? Like, can you see the shirt? Right? Like, it works. Like, it's the reason why they named the company It Works, right? Well, duh, because it actually does work. And so, you know, it works, and you see it work for us, and you see it work for the people who came before you, and you see it work for, you know, hundreds, if not thousands upon other people who come before you. So just take solace and comfort in knowing that it works. So just trust in the system, man. Just be a believer. Okay. Next point I want to go to is, this is a really good one, right? Don't go looking. Wait, I'm sorry, I messed it up. This is so good, I got excited. Don't look for something that doesn't exist, right? Like, don't join the business and go off looking for leprechauns and fairies and Powerpuff Rangers. You know what I mean? Or Power Rangers, whatever they are. Don't go looking for that stuff. They don't exist, man. Like, it's a fantasy, you know? What that basically means is, you know, like, it's kind of like self-defeating in a sense, right? Like, don't go looking for, you know, the reason that you can't do this, or don't go looking for like an out. Like, stop trying to find an out. Stop trying to find, you know, say, this isn't going to work for me because I'm me. This isn't going to work because it only works for people that are taller than me. Like, stop looking for something that doesn't exist. You're spending so much time and energy trying to prove yourself right, trying to have a aha, I told you so moment, that like success is just leaving you. It's just leaving you. Every time you try to find something that doesn't exist, success is just going this, bye-bye. It's just, and it's just flying away, man. So like, stop doing that. Like, that is absolutely freaking crazy. And people do that, man. Like, that's life, man. Like, people really sit and do that. Do what's asked of you, you know? Do what's asked of you. You know, here's the thing, I'm jumping to my next point a little bit, but like, I'll tell you a secret about people that are successful in this business, you know, people who are diamond and above. They do what's asked of them, and they don't ask questions. They just follow instruction, okay? So doing what's asked of you, if someone says, if they tag you in a pinned post in the group and they say, watch this material, watch these videos, listen to these call playbacks. This is going to lay the foundation for your business. If they say that, then do that, you know? Don't go looking for a reason not to do that. Don't go looking for an excuse that like, this video was uploaded in 2014, this 2015, this information is not good anymore. Or this information only works for people who live in the northeast of America, doesn't work for people who live on the West Coast. You know what I mean? Like, stop the bullcrap, guys. All right? So do what's asked of you. Next point is actually a quote. And if I butcher it, apologize in advance. But overthinking leads to underachieving, and that leads to under-earning. Rewind. Overthinking leads to underachieving, and that leads to under-earning, right? If you overthink it, it's going to lead to underachieving, which is going to then lead to, money sign, down, under-earning. What does that mean? If you spend so much time trying to think about this business, trying to rationalize it, trying to discover this, discover that, if you're spending that much time overthinking it, it's going to lead you to underachieving. You spend 22 out of the 24 hours in a day thinking about why this can't work, why this rap just can't work. It can't be real. You're trying to find a fault in it. Why this business can't work. Why there's no way in the world they're going to pay someone $30,000 a month. There's no way in the world they're going to pay someone $16,000 a month. There's no way in the world they're going to pay someone $10,000 a month. While you're spending all that time trying to debunk, trying to find the hole, trying to find the holes or whatever in the story, that's time that you could be spending working. That time you could be spending working is time that you could be being productive, which means you could be making some money. So by you sitting there being your biggest obstacle, by you sitting there being your biggest hurdle, you're going to underachieve and you're going to under-earn, all because you overthought it, which leads back to the topic of the call, which leads back to the first point I made. Keep it simple, stupid. And are you dumb enough to be smart? Don't be too smart for your own good. I guarantee you, anything you thought of, 1,000 people have already thought of it. Anything you try to do, 1,000 people have tried to already do in this business before. And if they didn't find it, you're not going to find it either, right? So, if you want to be a top secret agent and go and see if they really pay people $100,000 a month, they do. But the time it takes you to do that research is time that you could have used to make yourself $100, $200, $300, maybe $1,000. Just stop it. Stop. Like STOP, stop sign up. You know what I mean? So it leads me to my next point, my next section rather, the training. And we came up with a list of 3 things that diamonds do, right? And this is subliminal as hell because I am talking directly to someone on the team, maybe 2 people on the team. I won't be too bland about it, but 3 things that diamonds do. 1, they follow instructions, right? And that goes for everyone on the team. You have to follow instruction. All the diamonds on my team, I've mentioned this before, you give them a task, you tell them to do it, they go and do it. They don't ask questions why. Why is not important. What's important is that someone who is where I want to be says do this to be successful, so I'm going to do that. They're dumb enough to be smart. They keep it simple, okay? Number 2, work hard, right? This ain't a lottery ticket. This ain't a lottery ticket. Let me say it properly. This isn't a lottery ticket. Let me say it again. This ain't a lottery ticket, okay? If you think that you're going to join this business and you're going to hang around your diamond upline or your double, triple presidential ambassador, whatever the hell, if you think that you're going to hang around them and money's going to start falling from their pockets and go into your pockets magically, you're pretty stupid because they don't work like that. Business doesn't work like that. Life doesn't work like that. And if it did, well, I don't know. I'm not even going to entertain that because I think it's dumb. But life don't work that way, guys. So don't expect to just come in here and then things just fall into your lap. Like, I'll tell you a secret. I'll tell you a little story, right? You look at anyone who has success in this business, I'll show you someone who worked their ass off to get it. Period. It's Sunday. We went out, we had fun, we did a sample party, we wrapped people this morning, we followed Instagram, we did a training call, we're prepping for other stuff. Like, it's all work, man. It's all work. So if you see me out having pizza, don't think that I'm just sitting on my ass having fun all day. I'm working all day. There's a lot that you don't see. And that goes for everybody, not just me, anybody. You pick anybody in this business, forget the team, in the business that's successful, I'll show you someone who works their ass off. Period. So if you want to have success, work hard. Work really hard. Work really, really hard at it, and you can have success. And the third thing is use the products. There's not a diamond in this team, probably even in this company, that doesn't have an awesome before and after picture of the product from personal use. Maybe it's wraps, maybe it's stretch mark cream, maybe it's defining gel, maybe it's hair, skin, and nails, maybe it's exfoliating peel. I don't know. right? There's not a diamond in this business who does not have an awesome before and after picture. That helps your business. If you follow instruction, if you use the product and you work hard, you can have unlimited amounts of success. And I'm not just talking $500 a week. I'm not talking 500 a month. I'm not talking 500 a day. I'm talking, 5,000, 50,000, 500,000. Like, this is real talk, man. Like, people throw numbers out in this business and you kind of get a little used to it in a sense, right? Like, oh yeah, bastards make $30,000 a month, right? It's a lot of goddamn money. Like, let's keep it real clear. Let's keep it real funky. You know what I mean? Like, if you're willing to do those three things, follow instructions, work hard, use the product, that can be you. There's nothing. I mean, like, you have the intelligence. Whether you have the IQ of 0 or the IQ of 200, you have the intelligence to be successful in this business. Why? Because this business is easy enough for a 5-year-old to do it. All right? So, coming down the home stretch. Let me stretch it out a little bit. Let me zoom in, make my notes a little bit bigger. So, down the home stretch, right? Believe that this business is going to be the vehicle you need to be successful, right? You all joined because you thought that this business was going to help you to be successful. Oh, look, real quick. You guys can see this. Usually people never put an E in my name, but this time around, they spelled it with a K, which I thought was really weird. And they put the E. So we're close. They almost got C-O-R-E-Y, but whatever. Anyway, I digress. You all joined because you thought that this business is going to be the vehicle to your success. You all joined because you saw this as the vehicle, as the car you can literally get in, sit your butt in, hit the accelerator, and drive towards your goals. Believe that, because it is, right? Like, yo, I'm living proof. My wife's living proof. Everyone else on the team is living proof. Whether it doesn't even have to be diamond, whether you just make enough money that you can afford to survive, whether you just make enough money that you can afford to have childcare or, pay your car note or whatever the hell it is. You know what I mean? Like, that's living proof in your face. Okay. There's nothing different from us to you. Okay. Next point. Oh, this is a good one, right? And this one says, you don't try it if they work good. Okay. So, they don't try it to see if it works. They work because they know it works. They don't try it to see if it works. They work because they know that it works. That, once again, leads to, are you dumb enough to be smart, right? We don't tell you things to do or suggest that you do things or suggest that this is how you do this because we think it may work or we think you can have success. We tell you that because we know it works and we know that you're going to have success because we've done it. We've seen others do it. We've seen the before. We've seen the after. We know the route. We know the road. We know the directions. We know how to get you there. You just got to get there. Okay. So keep that in your mind, man. Like, seriously, like, if I sat on this video and I said, I don't know, Starbucks has coffee. 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 You get tired of hearing it, right? Like, you're tired of hearing me say Starbucks has coffee. But guess what? Starbucks does have coffee, okay? So, like, we get tired of saying things sometimes, right? This is not directly to anybody, but we get tired of saying things sometimes. But it's true. And you probably get tired of hearing it. So stop listening to the same thing over and over again and just do it. You know what I mean? Like, if you know how to be successful and you aren't successful, it's pretty dumb. I mean, honestly, like, there's I can't sugarcoat that. Like, if you know what it takes to be successful and you aren't willing to do that, but you say that you want success, like, you don't make any sense. You know what I mean? You might need to reevaluate. And I don't mean that in a harsh or crash way. I just mean that to be truthful. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing it for? You know what I mean? Like, we're doing this to change lives, to live a better way, to, have better health, have better fitness, have better wealth. You know what I mean? So, like, come on, hop on the train, man. All right. So coming down the home stretch, I need to make a post because I want you guys to comment on the post real quick. So bear with me, ladies and gentlemen, while I open up my browser here. So what I'm doing, right, I'm kind of yap as I'm doing it here. What I'm doing is I'm going to make a post in the Rap Dynasty, right? And I'm going to say, show me what a successful leader looks like. Right? Question mark, because it's a question. All right, so you guys' phones are all gonna go ding right now, okay? And I posted, show me what a successful leader looks like. So let's see how well you are at following instruction. I don't want you to go and find me pictures of successful people. I don't want pictures of Mark Pentecost, of Diddy, of the president, you know, of like the leader of the Boy Scouts. I don't want that, okay? I want a selfie of you, okay? And if you don't have a selfie, everyone's got a phone with the camera. Go take one. Like, take it now. You know what I mean? It don't have to be like, no, posing at the beach on Memorial Day. No. Go take one right now. I don't care if you got a bonnet on your head or your hair's rolled up. Oh, look at that. People oh, I think I got some comments coming in. Okay? Go take that selfie right now and post that, man. And like, believe me, that post is power. You understand what I'm saying? Like, show me what a successful person looks like. Okay? That's going to be you. You are a successful person. Now, the question is, do you choose to be that? You are already. You are a successful person already, right? Let's go down your track record of success. You're born, you breathe, you live, you made it through today. You know, like, we can keep going on. Those are all successful things. You know what I mean? Like, so show me what success looks like. Show me a successful person. And once I see that, and once you see that, oh, look, Rowdy's commenting. Hey, Rowdy. I have nicknames for everyone. So, yes, someone on the team's name is Rowdy. But, yeah, man, like, look at that picture and know that, like, that is a successful person. And do you choose? Do you choose to be successful? Do you choose to be dumb enough to be smart? Do you choose to keep it simple? Nothing's hard. All this business is blitz, wrap, and repeat. All this business is use social media to grow your business. All this business is just be willing to work for it and you'll have success. You can't fail at the business, ladies and gents, like you really can't. And if you fail, it's because you just made things too damn hard for no reason. You know, there's going to be someone who's going to come with half the education you have, who's going to come from the poorest part of town, who's going to come from the richest part of town, who's going to come from the most terrible situation, and they're going to run laps around you and be more successful than you are. And you know why? It's just because they chose to. So just choose to. That's really the answer to my call. It's all about choices. Just choose to. Choose to be successful. We got these pictures coming in, and I'm really happy to see how this is going to affect you and how this is going to make you think and how to reevaluate who you are. You know, because success looks different, man. There's no blueprint. You know, there's no like, you know, you got to be this tall, this short, you got to be this gender, you got to be from this area, you got to have this cable service provider. Success is different in everybody, but you guys are all successful. When you realize that, you'll realize that you can keep it simple. You'll realize that you're worth it. You'll realize, you know, all of the things that are listed above. You know, like if you don't have the confidence in yourself, hell, have it in the business. If you don't have the confidence in yourself, look at the people who are posting their damn selfies right now. It's just confidence to post a selfie of yourself, because guess what? If you post it on Instagram and you don't get 11 likes in an hour, you take it down. You know, so I'm asking you to just post a random selfie. That takes confidence. So have that in yourself and have that in your business, guys. One last thing I want to ask of you, okay? And by the way, if you haven't figured this part out already, I'm literally having you do step one of being a diamond. It's called follow instructions. And those who have posted their selfies, kudos to you, because you MFers are smart. The last thing I want you to do is, and you're going to probably tick off a lot of people because they're going to get hella notifications, but I don't really care. Go to the group, which are already there because you're posting your beautiful selfies. And I want you to go to the pinned post, right? If you're on a browser, it's the first thing you see. If you're on mobile, just scroll up and click view pinned post or whatever it says. You'll figure it out because you're smart, you're successful. And I want you to watch and listen to the content that's there. I want you to check out the videos on how to use social media. I want you to check out Teresa's welcome video. I want you to check out what to do next. I want you to check out how to close distributors, how to close potential distributors call, how to close potential customers call. I want you to listen to those two things. I want you to absorb the material that's there. I want you to watch it if you haven't already. Shame. If you have, I want you to rewatch it. And if you've done that, I want you to love it. I want you to fall in love with that. And this is the thing that really keeps me up at night, that this makes me like, there's something in this business that I don't want to accept. I don't believe I should ever have to accept this. And what that is that some people just won't be successful. I don't want to accept that. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, this is a extremely reflective moment. Like, this is like me looking in the mirror, having a conversation with me. This is me facing the man in the mirror. I don't want to accept that. I don't think I should have to accept that. Logic tells me I probably should accept it, right? Because some will, some won't, so what? But I don't want to accept that people can't be successful. Wanna know why? Because we aren't selfish. It Works is about one team, one mission. You guys happen to all fall on my team. I don't give a darn if who recruited you. You're on my team. That's just how we roll, you know? And with that, you know, by us not being selfish, we literally underline, bold it, italicize it, change the font to 26, 36, or whatever, 48. We literally give you step-by-step instructions on how to be successful in this business. We don't hold anything back. We don't misguide. We don't mislead. We don't misinform. We're not envious, we're not jealous, we're not haters, we're none of the above. I am a man in a business that I love, with a product that I love, who works it with people that I love. My wife, and you included. I don't want to accept that you, Janae Parham is commenting because she's happened to be in my house, so she ought to be lucky that I don't walk over there and put her on video, because that'll really blow her right now. So I have a live studio audience for this call, but back to my heartfelt moment where my big old heart's beating. You know, it's like the K commercial. If you leave your heart open, these aren't thumbs down. This is my heart open. Love will find its way in. So I love you guys. But no, seriously, man, like, I don't want to accept it. I don't think that I should have to accept it. And I don't think that you should have to accept the fact that you can't be successful and have whatever the hell you want in life. So watch it, rewatch it, make your teams watch it, love it, and have success. Oh, last point. And if you watch the Do This Now post, it was there about how to start a movement. Start a movement tonight. That's what this call is, right? I'm the guy standing there dancing by himself who said, hop on a call. Some people came on who said, post up a selfie. Some people posted selfies, and then more people posted selfies. And what's going to happen is people who didn't even know this call was happening because they don't check their Facebook or they're not working their business, they're just kind of fugazi with it. They're going to see all these selfies and they're going to say, I want to be a part of that. And they're going to say, I want to be in that. And it's going to create this snowball effect. So I just proved to you that point. We just did it tonight live in front of you, and you guys were all witnesses of it. That's really all I have. You know, that's all I have. You know, I want you guys to be intelligent enough, to be dumb enough, to be smart. I want you guys to keep it simple, stupid. I want you guys to really realize and value the opportunity that you have today. Like, we were at Dash, which hopefully they'll announce where the hell Dash is going to be at this year pretty soon, because I'm anxious to get my trip booked. But we were at Dash, and Dash last year was for the top 100 income earners in the company, not just America, but in the company. And we were fortunate enough to attend. And Mark, our CEO, happened to say something. And it happened to stick out to me a lot. And what it was that he was saying, I don't think people understand that the commission plan is structured to pay $1 million a month in the next 5 years. He said, I have the money to do it. It's structured to be done. And like, man, like, if that didn't shake from the pinky toe to the last tippy top hair on my head, the compensation plan is structured to pay $1 million. If y'all saw me freak out, there was a moth on my leg. It was weird as hell. I had to go kill it, so I'm going to cut the call short. But comp plan is structured to pay $1 million a month to pay $1 million a month in the next 5 years. You can do that. I can do that. I want you to do that. You should do it. So let me kill them off. Let me get back to you guys. I thank you all for joining me tonight. I hope you guys got something out of it. I want you all to be successful. If you need me, reach out to me. You know where to find me. Peace, deuce, love, open heart, whatever. See you.